there's very few places you want to get dunked in Gatorade. Canberra will be at the top of the list, I'd imagine. But it's all right in considering.
Yeah, it's well worth it, I can tell you. I was doing an interview and I could see out of the corner of my eye Semi Bremner cooking that up. So, but yeah, it's absolutely well worth it for the win.
Tell us about the emotion at the end when you came down on the field and the girls picked you up and chanting and screaming. What was that like?
Yeah, it was very emotional, to be honest. It's like we've been building towards this for 2 years since we lost last year, obviously, and then this whole year putting this team together, and we've been really, really close. And you know, the bond that we have, not just as a team but off the field as well, I think is really important, and I think that showed when I came down onto the field.
What about the girls sitting next to you? 192 metres, 11 tackle bus, match-winning try, unbelievable.
And she says to me, I didn't think I did anything. I was like, okay. But that's Izzy. Every time Izzy comes out and plays a game, that's how she performs, and she gives her all, and I'm just so lucky that she gets to play in my side and I get to coach her, and I'm so proud of her effort tonight.
Is it the best game of your life?
Oh, it's true what Kylie said. I think I went in at halftime and everyone was just doing their role so well, and I wasn't feeling overly tired, but yeah, it was really special. I think I've had a very lucky year, and that really tops the cake with that one.
How do you sort of sum up what this team means to you? Because it seems like, as Kylie touched on, just the bond seems pretty strong.
It is so strong, and Kylie's right, we've been building towards this for 2 years, but I just knew that we had the right people in the right positions this time, and credit to Rach and Kira. I thought they did so well out there, and Rach, we call her Rat, but she was amazing, and she's such a humble person. I think that's what, she brought all of us girls together.
Kylie, what are you thinking with the disallowed try that they called it knock on, and then they take the ball and score? Probably a few sweats.
Yeah, roller coaster coaching. It's a great job. Lucky I had Gav Badger up in the box with me, and that's why I have him there. But he knew what was going on, because I get very confused with all these different rules that's going on. But the try was scored, and to be honest, I just was deflated straight away, because I thought, oh no, they've done it again. But for then us to get the ball and then go down the other end and score a try but I knew the girls had it in it. We just had to stick to our processes and trust in each other and get through our sets, and I knew we'd get the win eventually.
What about how flawless they were with the ball almost tonight? Like 24 of 26 sets.
Yeah.
Some very impressive.
It was a big thing that we worked on all week, and we went into half time and it was 91% completions, and it was a big thing that I'd made sure that we were going to do. Last year was pretty bad in our completion, so it was something that we worked hard on, and to complete like we did and get through our sets. And look, we made a couple of mistakes that led to tries, unfortunately, and we needed to be a little bit better in there, but I knew that we just needed to hold the ball and get through our sets and dig deep, and we'd get the win.
How do you sum up the effort of your middles? I mean, they're all pretty fantastic. Samima Taufa's gone for 125 and 32 tackles. I mean, just efforts like that seem to have maybe made the difference.
Samima Taufa is a freak. We love having her. Like, I'm blessed to have, I think I've got the best outside backs in the game, but I've also got the best middles in the game at the moment. And when you're blessed with that, like, it's pretty easy to put things together and get out there. But I also was really impressed with Caitlin Johnson, like the job that she done for us off the bench, her first game at Origin, and we put her back on for a second stint, and she was unbelievable. I actually said to my assistant Rue, I said, there's only one forward in my team that was confident that she was just going to catch that, and that's Caitlin.
And that's Caitlin to a T.
It's just, her skill level is unbelievable. But yeah, when that was coming down, and to see her juggle and catch it, I actually wasn't even stressed. I was like, oh, it's Caitlin, we'll be right.
I know you didn't want to talk about earlier in the week, but this does give you a boost heading into next year, doesn't it, if it stays at 2 games?
Yeah, well, now we can talk about it. We won. But obviously, if it's 2 games, then winning this one's pretty important. But look, we'll be, depending if I have the job again moving forward, obviously, but we'll be looking to, win those 2 games. We don't want it to come down to being who was the winner this year. So, we'll be looking at building towards that.
What about the performance of Kira Dibb? Obviously hasn't been in the side for a couple of years. Apparently there was a really emotional jersey presentation yesterday when she got her jersey, but then to score a great individual Origin try.
Yeah, look, I've been pretty honest with Kira over the last couple of years, or since I took this role on. She was always reaching out and asking, what did she need to get back into this side, and I was always very honest and open, which I am with all the players, and she's just matured, and she'll tell you herself that, but just on and off the field, she wants to be that team player now, and it showed tonight. Like, her and Rachel combining in 7 and 6 was unbelievable, and that's what we need at this level. And I'm so happy for Kira actually to score a try, but play the way she did. And Izzy's the biggest critic of halves, and from day one she just said Kira was so good.
You've got the ski goggles. Is going to be sort of popping champagne and.
It's been 2 years, so that's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, it has been 2 years. But look, I just feel the bond of this team is like, and I said before we left today that this team won't be the same moving forward. It never is. Like your origin sides and your rep sides always change. So on occasions where we've just won, we're going to make sure that we really celebrate this win, because come 2023, this same group of people won't be the same. So it's just the way it is.
You mentioned next year. When should the series be played? Should it be sort of this time of year or in the middle of the season?
It's a very good question. Look, it depends when the NRLW is going to be played. As an Origin coach, you want your players coming out of a quality comp, I think, going into an Origin or at least halfway through a quality competition. So I think it really depends on where the NRLW is going to be played.
How do you find it is just not playing NRLW obviously for a few months, but then stepping up to an Origin?
Yeah, I think Origin is that game where everyone has to live, and you could play so much footy beforehand, but it's always going to be really tough. But I actually said during the week that we can take a lot of confidence out of NRLW from playing at that high level, and I think that's what a lot of the girls did. And having 2 New South Wales team in the grand final was a massive confidence boost for all of us. So yeah, I love Origin and I love what it's all about, but I think all the girls showcase that.
You just talk about the record crowd that we had here in Canberra. We had some New South Wales chants and booing at the Queensland players as well. Like, for a player, what was that like? And also from a coach perspective as well.
Yeah, it was unreal. I think the crowd lifted exactly when we needed them, and it reminded me of North Sydney Oval in 2018, 2019, and it was just unreal to see the number on that screen. But I love playing in New South Wales. I think we always get an amazing crowd, and it just goes to show how much they love women's footy. But yeah, I hope it's here again next year, but that's footy.
Yeah, well, you're listening to the crowd cheer for us, but then you're also hearing the boos to us as well. So it's great for Canberra. It was great that they got a really good crowd, and there was both supporting New South Wales and Queensland. But it's going to be great for the Raiders moving forward. Obviously, they've got some really quality supporters here, which is going to be good for their NRLW.
And is it just that try at the end? I mean, can you even begin to sort of describe the emotion when you're able to plan it down and it effectively seals the game? I guess you keep coming that, but what was the first thing sort of going through your head?
Oh, it was like a bit of a trance for me, to be honest, but it was amazing. I think we spoke about it all week just with our shape and staying composed and just building pressure, and I think that's exactly what we did. And Emma just got the ball away, and we were so lucky with that. But yeah, I on behalf of Kira, she did so well, and having her as my half was unreal from the get-go when we started training. So I think she stayed really composed, and then we just played off her.